What is up, Eastern Oregon? This is Dodzy, and this is a special sports show for Thursday, the 15th of April. I got word through social media that we had a local athlete in town that needed some help, and I was going to save these interviews. I had them in the bucket. I did them earlier today, but I was going to save them for the show for tomorrow, but I just felt a calling and the need to go ahead and just get this, show put out today and do it live and try to raise some money for this young man. I'm a firm believer in community and helping each other out when we're down. We've all been there, and it's just one of those things. I got a special guest in studio with me, and I'm going to get right to him so I can get him out of here. He's a local police officer. You guys know him. I put a interview out with him earlier, so let's just go ahead and bring him in right now. It's Justin Hernandez. Here we go. What's up, my man?
What's up, Dodzy? What's up, Eastern Oregon? It's Justin Hernandez with Justin Hernandez Sports Performance Training. I've got a story here that's near and dear to our hearts. Tiger Nation especially. It's about Brody McMillan, phenomenal athlete, game changer. Many of us know that a few weeks back, he blew out his knee, had a huge knee surgery. He's back in the weight room, back in the gym already. However, due to his injury, he hasn't been able to work and to pay his bills for the sports performance training packages. So what we got going on right now is we have another local legend, Justin Armstrong, who is and has been making knives. He makes them by hand. So they're all custom. There's no run of the mill. It's handmade. And so what he did was he made a knife, and he's raffling off the knife and taking donations for Brody McMillan and his road to recovery, especially in the gym. And me and Dodsy talked about it. We want to get this word out there. We all know the impact that Brody McMillan has on our community, specifically in high school sports and as a high school student himself. So this knife, Dodgy is going to give him some screen time, show the knife, show Justin Armstrong's Instagram page, where a majority of this knife fundraiser is going on. I just want to let you guys know that this is going to be going on through next Friday. So that's going to be April 23rd. There's multiple ways to get money for Brody's training. One is you can follow links on Instagram. Dodgy's going to run you guys through that. The other is you can come down here to Brent Clapp Productions and EOAlive, meet with Dodgy himself, buy raffle tickets and or donations. And all of these proceeds are going to go to Brody McMillan's training in his road to recovery. Let's support him. We know the impact that he's had on us as adults, our family members, the community, and Tiger Nation. So thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. So the knife look at that thing. That thing is absolutely beautiful. There's Justin's Instagram right there. Look, JRock I wonder where he got that name. JRock _Jim _ and look at that knife. It's even in tiger colors. So regardless, if you want to donate. If you want to buy tickets. Either way, we're still supporting this young man, and I think that's super important. We have a responsibility to our community, and that's to lift each other up. And if he can't work because he's injured, we need to help the kid out. It's pretty simple. And the other way you can donate is you can just email me, Kyle at EOAlive TV. Or you can message me on Facebook, and we'll figure it out. We'll make it happen. I'll come to you. Whatever we got to do to make this work, right?
Yep. And another thing that I'd like to mention, it's going to be a drawing. So if you buy the raffle tickets, Justin Armstrong has been taking a very detailed list in his beautiful scribing and handwriting. And so it's all documented, and he's going to put it into a random number generator. I think we're going to do a live event. We'll keep you guys up to date on that. But we're going to be collecting the tickets and create this drawing, and it's going to be random. And that's how you get into the drawing. If you don't want to get in the drawing for the night, if you can always just donate, that's fine too. Whatever works for you guys in helping Brody on his road to recovery.
Yeah, what a great thing that Justin and you're doing, man. We got it. Like I said, lifting people up is what it's all about, and we all know how important sports are to high school athletes, and in my eyes, really, like, we should be taking care of our community enough to where he shouldn't even have to work while he's doing recovery. Or yes, Michelle, this is for local LHS athlete Brody McMillan. Yeah, and you can either donate or you can buy the raffle tickets. It doesn't matter. Get a hold of me. Get a hold of Justin's Instagram. Message me. Email him or message him. Do whatever, and we'll make it work. If we have to come to you to get the money, or if you can PayPal it, Venmo, whatever, we'll figure it out. So, anything else you want to say, Justin, before I get you out of here? I appreciate you coming down today.
No, man, I just want to say thanks for the opportunity, and let's allow Brody to feel the overwhelming support of the Eastern Oregon community, and especially for Tiger Nation.
Absolutely. I appreciate you, man.
Absolutely. See you, man.
All right. Have a good day. So I'm just going to go ahead and blast off a special sports show for today. Just cause, and I'm doing it live. Usually I do my sports show semi-live. It's not really live. I have the interviews that I have today. I have Blaine Shaw from EOU football, a local kid, high school state champion up there on that picture behind me. I have an interview with him that I did earlier today that I'm going to play during this show. And then I also have an interview with the all-time winningest volleyball coach at EOU. They're in the national tournament on Saturday. Khaki McLean Moorhead joined me earlier today, and I'm going to play that interview too. But before I get to that, this is all brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress. And I mean, I can't say enough good things about Northwest Furniture and Mattress. They're the one of the businesses that keeps this show going, and they are a constant supporter. They're a sponsor of my show, and the Daggett family just does a lot in this community. So either go to their website, check out their website, northwestfurnitureandmattress.com, or go pay them a visit. It's a big red rocking chair on Elm right here in LeGrand. Another announcement before I get into these interviews, Keeping It Clear with Cody Bowen, the show that Cody and I do once a month. It's a live show, and it basically is to promote transparency with the Union County Sheriff's Office. That'll be this coming Wednesday. So like 2 weeks from yesterday, actually. So not this coming Wednesday, 2 weeks from yesterday, April 28th at 6:30 p.m. live. And Cody and I are just going to do the same thing we did last month. We're going to field questions and we're going to talk. It should be exciting. So stay tuned for that. The Grand Ron Hospital Foundation fundraiser and presentation is live this Friday at 6 p.m. right here on EOAlive. It'll also be on all of their stuff as well. So that's another one. LeGrand Little League asked me to give a shout out, and I got a message from Brooke Hewitt earlier today, and she said, "Can you share this post?" So here, I'm just going to share it right here. They posted this on their Facebook page, and they said, "We would like to extend a huge thank you to AC Power Sports. They recently helped fix LeGrand Little League's four-wheeler for next to nothing. Thank you for the continued support of our program. Let's repay the favor and support AC Power Sports and other local businesses and sponsors. It's because of them that we are able to continue to offer the program to our kids." So shout out to AC Power Sports. You guys, taking the time or whatever it was that you donated, you fixed the four-wheeler and whatever else, that's appreciated. And youth sports in this town are extremely important. We not only are we in a pandemic, but we are in a constant decline of kids involved in extracurricular activities. And I mean, I have my own opinion on that. I think it's because of the internet, but who knows? the EOU soccer had a game today, a national tournament game, opening round in Santa Barbara, California, and they won 2-1 and have advanced to the second round, which if they win on Saturday, they move to the Sweet 16. So way to go, EOU soccer. That's awesome. The volleyball team, who I'm going to have the coach on for an interview here in just a couple minutes, they play this Saturday at 5 p.m. at home, and it's the first round of the NAIA national tournament, but they have no spectators, so you can go to eousports.com and stream it from there. It might cost you a few bucks, but it ain't no different than paying the price to get in the game, and EOU gets half of that money. So let's support them and support these ladies. This team is super special, man. I tell you what, it really is. So without further ado, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and blast off my first interview of the day, and it was a little bit earlier today. I had him right here in the studio, and we social distanced, and he was in a completely different room, but here it is. LeGrand High School graduate, state champion. He started on EOU's defense as a true freshman. Blaine Shaw. What's up, Eastern Oregon? This is Dodzy with Eastern Oregon Live Sports, and today I am joined with EOU football's Blaine Shaw. Blaine, what's up?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm good, man. The football season, I mean, I guess it really didn't end like everybody wanted it to, but at the same time, we gave it a sporting chance, and we ended up with one loss on the season, which everybody in the conference ended up with one loss. Tell me a little bit about, how that felt, like the progression of the season, and just, like where you're at mentally right now.
Yeah, starting out in fall, we got to just move through the season. It was weird not having a season in the fall, but still practicing. So you had, practice every day, 5 days a week, and then you wouldn't be able to do anything on the weekends. It was different for me, but I had a good time. I got to really meet a lot of new guys, got to bond with a bunch of new players. The DB room's great. And then we got winter break, and I continued to train and everything on my own. And then coming back for spring, we hit it hard, got a bunch of new plays in and everything. And it was a good season.
I agree.
Yeah, but just didn't end the way we wanted it to.
Yeah, the whole tiebreaker thing is weird in the NAIA. I mean, if we would have went by points allowed instead of points scored, or one or the other, points scored instead of points allowed, we make it, right? I think that's what Coach Woody really said. Know. Yeah, you shouldn't. You're a player. That's not your job to know. So correct me if I'm wrong. You're the only true freshman that started on that defense.
I know we had Wes McElwain. He started at field.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. What'd you call it?
Field corner.
What is that?
Just the corner to the field side.
Oh, okay. That's what you guys call it. Okay, so I'll call it near side or far side. I never heard it called field corner before. Now you started at strong safety.
Field safety. So I was the safety to the field side.
Oh, so you guys run a weird defense then, not a typical.
Yeah, it's a different one.
Yeah. So the other safety was
boundary safety.
That's weird. I've never heard of those names before.
Yeah.
I heard somebody say field safety the other day, and I'm like, what is that? What is this? I've never heard that. Like usually it's a strong safety, strong side, right?
Yeah.
Or it's a free safety, which is the last line of defense, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So let's talk about this. You obviously EOU decided Blaine Shaw's going to play defense. Does that work for you?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah?
I just wanted to play.
You don't miss catching the ball?
Nah, I mean I do, but I also enjoy defense, get to hit people.
You had one pick this year too, right?
I had a fumble recovery.
A fumble recovery. That's right. Yeah. So as a true freshman, LeGrand native, grew up here, state championship last year with LeGrand. Like the coming in, was it hard, like as a freshman to meld with those upperclassmen? I mean, there's a big difference between an 18, 19-year-old and a 23-year-old.
Yeah, we started out with just us freshmen playing together and against each other, which really just helped us move up in through everybody else on the team. It gave us a chance to really kind of feel the speed of the game, and it really helped me out. So that's one way that I got able to move up through with the other guys on the team, and they did a good job of like allowing us to like feel it out and play our own way, and we just played how we normally do, and that's how I got in.
We're moving, so we'll go straight into like spring. Or I mean, straight into fall. This is unprecedented with coronavirus and everything. Like normally we'd be having our spring game in like a little less than a month, right? You know, end of April, early May. So we would be playing some football in the spring, but not a season, and not playing football for 9 months, for crying out loud. I mean, you guys started all the way. Well, obviously, if people don't know, if the viewers don't know, college athletes train for their sport year round. So it's not like it's anything new besides for the fact of contact, which game contact is a lot different. And we're going to turn around and do it all again in like 4 months. Are you prepared for that? Like, are you ready?
Yeah, I just got to rest my body up and then I'll be ready. I just dings from this season, heal up, and then I'll be ready to go.
Nothing major, just
No.
the normal wear and tear.
Yeah.
So as for the LeGrand kids that are on that football team, there's 6 of you, right? Like 6. Well, there in the fall there'll be 7 because what's his face is coming back, right? The kid that so we got Cade Reed, and then we have the other kid that was on the football team that opted out this year, Zach. He's coming back, isn't he?
I have no clue. I'm not.
That's what I've heard. So we'll talk about the seniors from last year. There's 6 of you on the EOU football team, right?
There's a good amount of them.
A good amount. How has that relationship grown or changed since you guys left high school?
With the guys from LeGrand?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Zach and I had a really good relationship going through fall because we played the same position. So I got to bounce ideas off of him and kind of really improve my game that way. And then Cade, I've always had a good relationship with him. I trained with him all over summer and everything like that. So the upperclassmen from LeGrand, we've all kind of known each other. So it's
just helps out. What about your classmates, the seniors from last year on your team? Has your relationship with them grown? I would imagine, probably.
Yeah, it's weird because we never really interact with the offense unless it's practice time. So I don't really get to see Nathan unless it's practice or if we're on the same special teams unit. But other than that, all the other guys are on defense, and we get to go through
right. Shuckle, Spencer Gerst. Wait, Joel Rogers is offensive though, right?
Joel's on offense, yeah.
But what about Parker? Parker was on.
He's on defense. He's
a defensive guy too. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy, man. We got half of the LHS starting team, playing at EOU. This season for the high school was a little rough. Like they won their first 3 or 4 games, and then Baker came into our house and beat us at home. 3 seniors and a lot of injuries. That team was a little beat up this year. With Coach Mills, your defensive coordinator, what do you feel like he brings to EOU, to the program?
What he brings to the program?
Yeah.
I really like his leadership. He's knows what each of us is really good at, and he puts us in the position to make that play and do what we're good at. And I really appreciate that out of him because it allows me to be the best player I can. And I think he brings out the best in all of his players too. And that's really what a good defensive coordinator does. And
Do you call him Millie Rock?
nah, it's just Coach Mills.
You need to start calling him Millie Rock. That's his nickname.
It's Coach Mills. That's all I call him.
With COVID this season, like obviously there wasn't fans. And that's something that no football players used to. Describe that a little bit. Like I mean, I'm the only one in the stands besides the cameraman at the 2 home games this year.
Yeah, it was really weird not having anybody to just hearing the fans and seeing them, looking up in the stadium when we're out on the field and there's no one there. It was different. And you can hear everything down on the field. So there's no noise and it's different. I was a little freaked out at first, but then I got the hang of it.
Do you remember in the first game against Carroll? I think it was after the game when I told you how impressed I was with the play that you made. Do you remember that play?
Oh, the one on the sideline where
it was a pick.
It
was a pick. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
And they tried to pick you, and you rubbed off the pick and covered a lot of ground really fast to get to that back coming out of the backfield. And I think it was a back coming out of the backfield.
Something, yeah.
And man, that was like college level football right there. And I mean, it's very apparent by looking at you that you've acclimated to college football very well.
Yeah.
I told Coach Mills, and I think I said this to you earlier on this season. It looks like you've been in the weight room with Van Wyck.
Yeah. Big shout out to Justin Hernandez, sports performance trainer.
He told me that was coming.
Yeah. I started lifting with him right after our season in high school, my final senior season. And that's where I really learned how to lift and everything. So he's the only reason. He's one of the main reasons that I'm where I'm at today.
He's helping me with my weight loss journey and with my physical training. So, I mean, yeah, I don't have any problems giving that dude a shout out anytime. If I were to tell you had to choose one or the other, would you rather be blind or deaf, and why?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Probably deaf, because I like going up in the mountains and just being out in nature.
Good answer. Well, I mean, if you're blind, you can't see, and there's no way. I mean, if you're deaf, at least people can still communicate with you through sign language or whatever. Goals. What's your goals next season? Fall football. You're a freshman. I mean, you're still a freshman in fall. What's your goals?
Our team goals are always the same. I mean, we want to win a national championship. We want to win conference. And to do that, we just got to keep going day in, day out, putting our best foot forward, getting 1% better every day. And that's really all that we can do.
What about personal goals? Like what does Blaine Shaw want to accomplish? And it doesn't have to be all conference. I mean, it can be whether it's getting better every day or, what does Blaine Shaw want to do with his freshman year at EOU?
I really just want to be the best teammate I can, help other guys out. And like I said earlier, our DB group is really tight, and I just really like being a part of that group. And I just want to be the best teammate I can.
Yeah. And pretty much everybody on that defense is coming back. No, every starter is coming back. Let me rephrase that. Yeah. One of the guys in your DB group is pretty special to me, Quincy, and he's my neighbor. And I mean, when they first moved in there, they came around to the whole neighborhood and introduced themselves, and they've been nothing but respectful. And that's like the EOU way. I've noticed that. Like athletes at EOU it's just ingrained in them to be good human beings before a good football player.
Yep.
It really is. So let's hit you with this one. Get your phone. Here we go. What's the last song that you listened to on your playlist? Don't cheat. If you listen to Baby Shark, you listen to Baby Shark, man.
The last song
you listen to, yeah. It don't matter what it is.
Let's see. I'm a big country guy, so
I kind of
last
figured.
one was Riding Roads by Dustin Lynch.
Dustin Lynch, Riding Road. Nice. So at EOU, what are you going to school for?
I'm double majoring, actually. I'm getting a major in psychology, and then I'm getting a major in it's an anthropology and sociology degree, but I'm getting a concentration in social welfare.
What do you want to do? What does Blaine Shaw want to do when he grows up?
I want to get into law enforcement.
You want to be a cop?
Yep.
Any idea of like on what level? Like, do you want to be in the FBI? Do you want to be a stater? Do you want to work for Cody? Any idea?
I'm not too sure yet, but I just know that I want to get into law enforcement.
That's not following in the family name.
No.
I don't blame you. I hate body work.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I don't mind like the painting part, but man, nobody wants to sand, man. I don't care what they say.
Yeah.
So you want to be a cop, you're double majoring. I'm assuming you're a good student. I mean, you probably get really good grades. You got your stuff together. That EOU football team GPA was really good this year too.
Yeah.
That's super impressive. I love to see LHS kids succeeding. You know what I mean? And as many of you guys in all sports, and not even just sports, but like also just, you know, academics. It's so important. And this is a pivotal time in your life where you either sink or swim. And are you living at home or are you living in the dorms?
No, I'm still at home.
Good. That's a good place for you. A lot of kids will say they want to get out from under their parents' thumb or whatever they want to call it, but take full advantage of that as long as you can, because A, it saves money. B, mom and dad are huge supporters of you. I know that 100%. I mean, they are Blaine Shaw supporters, and they're going to do everything in their power to make it as easy as possible for you to get through school and to play football. And so take full advantage of that, dude, for sure. I'll give you one last question. And this one, well, actually, let's do one last question and then I'll get you out of here. Say I was a senior in high school, right? Camp brings me on a recruiting trip to EOU and he sits me in front of you and he says, Blaine, tell Dodsey why he should come play football at EOU. What are you going to tell me?
I'd say it's a family here, and that's really one thing that Coach Camp preaches is that we're a family. And Coach Mills always says, play for the guy next to you, not yourself. Play for the guy next to you. And that's one thing that we really, hold dear to our hearts is playing for each other. And that's one of the main reasons I came here is because I knew it was a family.
Yeah, that's a great answer. Eastern Oregon, he's EOU true freshman, Blaine Shaw, EOU football. I'm Dodsey. We appreciate you, and I'm out. Thank you, Blaine. Wow. I was muted, by the way. I don't usually do these live, so you have to forgive me a little bit. I got a couple of interviews, like I said earlier today. The interviews aren't live, but this part of it's live. Right now, I want to talk a little bit again about this fundraiser. And basically what you need to do is you either need to, if you want to help out, I'm going to show you some pictures real fast of this knife that Justin Armstrong is raffling off to help Brody McMillan with expenses after his surgery and after his injury. This knife right here, they're $5 a ticket, and you can either get a hold of him at there's his Instagram handle right there, JRock_Jim_bro, or you can donate. If you're not interested in the raffle, you can donate right here. I have the information up in the comments down below. Let's help this kid out. Let's show him what Eastern Oregon, how we take care of each other in this town. My boy Lee Wright, he stopped by earlier today and dropped off money. It's one of those things that I'm passionate about is helping out kids, especially that need help. None of this is possible without Northwest Furniture and Mattress. They've been with me all the way through from the Johnny Ball Game show to here, and I mean the utmost appreciation to the Daggett family. And go to their website, go check out their showroom, go check out. They got beds and rocking chairs, and they have everything that you need to get your home set up. So Northwest Furniture and Mattress right here in LeGrand, big red rocking chair. Let's see. My other interview for the day is she is remarkable. This team was undefeated during the regular season. They had a little setback in the conference championship, but as you'll see in the interview, we talk about that. She's the all-time winningest volleyball coach at EOU ever. She just passed 300 wins. She is none other than Khaki McLean Moorhead. Here it is. What's up, Eastern Oregon? This is Dodzy, and today I am joined by EOU volleyball coach Khaki Moorhead Moreno. Is that how you say it? I always mess it up. I'm horrible at names.
McLean Moorhead, yes.
Khaki McLean Moorhead, yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, she's the best dressed volleyball coach in the whole country. Hey, everybody always talks about it.
That's funny. I haven't heard
you
that
dress
one.
really nice. Like
Thanks.
it's. And people have talked about it. They've brought it up. Like, so it's just, it's part of your thing. So
That's funny. I try to be professional.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Make the big time where you're at, right?
Absolutely. So I guess what I really want to talk about today is just like the season a little bit and like
Okay.
moving forward.
Okay.
We played Saturday in the CCC championship. We were
did.
CCC regular season champions,
We did.
undefeated. That's the first time you've ever had an undefeated team, huh?
It's the first time, and that's crazy because I have had some great teams, and for them to be able to compete in this conference and be undefeated is pretty awesome.
Where's this team rank on your list? Like,
Oh
if you
gosh,
had-
I don't know because every team is so much different and so many things. There's so many different aspects to consider. So I think if you try to compare, it's like comparing apples to oranges.
Yeah. We ran the board pretty much with the postseason awards for the CCC, except for freshman of the year. We had player of the year, libero of the year. I mean, coach of the year.
Thank you.
That's got to make you proud. I mean, that's a huge accomplishment.
It does. It really makes me proud because I think they're great, and it really means a lot that other people think they're great too.
Yeah, and that's voted on by the other coaches in the CCC, right?
Correct.
I mean, that's your peers. And
Yes,
and
that's my peers, people I respect.
Yeah. And so anytime you get that kind of award from your peers, it's definitely got to be up there, right?
Definitely, it is.
So as the number one seed coming out of the CCC, we move into the national tournament. We get a home game on Saturday, and
We do.
and there's no spectators, but there's obviously a stream
Yep.
that'll be coming out on eousports.com.
Correct.
So is it going to be similar to the CCC tournament where the girls at least get to have their family there?
Absolutely. Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Because that's huge.
A certain number of tickets are given to each team per player for the NAIA regulations.
Nice. So,
Yep.
so who's the first round opponent?
We will play UC Merced on Saturday at 5 p.m.
Is that a good draw?
Yeah, it's a good draw. And then after we hopefully win that, then it is straight to Sioux City, Iowa for pool play and then bracket play.
Oh, wow. That's exciting.
It is exciting.
How many times have you been there to the national
This is
tournament?
7, I think.
7?
7.
7
In a
times.
row.
So they know you in Sioux City, Iowa.
They do know us
Yeah,
in Sioux
you're a
City.
regular.
Yes. We like Sioux City. Sioux City's been good to us.
So let's talk for a second about the senior girls on the team. We got Maddie, we got Aspen, we have Brianna, right?
Nope. Bree's
No, Brianna's
junior.
a junior.
Yep. Kylie.
Oh yeah, Kylie. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Kylie is the other one.
How could I forget about her?
Yep.
Talk a little bit about what they've meant to this team, like leadership wise and just overall.
Man, they have meant so much to our program, and it's not. None of them are transfers, right? All three of them have came in as freshmen, made an impact right away. Maddie and Kai both played as freshmen right away because Kylie was Libero of the Year, or Freshman of the Year, her freshman year. So just the leadership that they have and have led our program for the last 4 years, it means a lot. And going into this season, we were all really worried that we weren't going to have one. And it's just heartbreaking to think that those three kids, and all of them for that matter, but especially those three kids, wouldn't be able to end their senior seasons on running the table, on dictating how they want to finish. And I'm really proud that we, as the CCC, have played and competed in a conference schedule, but also, we made it. We're going to do it. I'm excited for them.
Goals for national. Obviously, I would hope it would be the championship.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Let's go.
I always tell everybody, like, anytime somebody comes on my show and they're like, "Well, my goals for this season are to do good." It's like, and here's my favorite quote: "People don't climb Everest to get halfway. They climb Everest to sign that book at the top." And I don't know that it would be a letdown for you, but obviously your expectations are high.
Definitely. I think as a coach, if your goal isn't to win a national championship, then what the heck are you doing, right? I think that's the ultimate goal, and that's what we want to do. And, going to Sioux City for the last 6 years and this being our 7th, we know what to expect. We know the level of play, and we're going to do our best.
Nice. So not to like look past this year, but like what's on the horizon for EOU? I saw that name up there, and that name sticks out to me, Bailey Savage, just because I'm a Dallas. I lived in Dallas for 20 years, so I know the history. Yeah. I know her mom. I know where her sister's a player at UCLA, and
they're playing right now.
Yeah. So what's the recruiting look like? What are we looking like next year?
We got some good recruits coming in for next year. With losing the 3 that we lose, we don't lose a ton of hitters, right? We lose more defense and we lose more in leadership as far as the setting position. We signed Bailey. Obviously, that height will be really, really nice. And I do think that she'll come in and compete and make an impact right away. We signed another outside from Boise, and she is awesome. She's a 6 rotation outside, and she will probably come in and compete for some playing time also. With losing some defense in Kylie and Aspen, I think that we will have the ability to have our outsides play 6 rotations rather than having, our DSs come in and play in the back row for them. So it might make us look a little bit different next year with a back row attack option and not as many subs, but I'm pretty excited to see what it looks like too.
Kylie and Aspen both play the same position, essentially, right?
They do, correct.
Yeah. So one of the things that I really enjoy about the volleyball girls is how appreciative and grateful they are. Like they're the way they act is just like it's so awesome. Like I get messages from like Aspen after I had her on the show, like thanking me, you know what I mean? And she don't have to do that. She's helping me out just as much as I'm helping her out. And it's just that mentality of like, being grateful for what you have and what's going on. And I love that about the volleyball team.
Thanks.
It quickly became my favorite team and at EOU. Even though the basketball dudes are my boys, everybody knows that. But it really quickly, it's exciting. Like I've always had like a love for volleyball since high school. Yeah. We had like an intramural tournament at the high school here in town, and ever since then, volleyball's been exciting to me. Like the opportunity for males to play back then was not near as good as it is now. Obviously, that.
Definitely.
But I think people like think of it as like just a female sport. And really, like, I mean, I know a lot of guys that really like volleyball. Joel Meyer, perfect example.
Joel Meyer.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, like, he's a volleyball dude. We talked about volleyball for a half an hour at the game the other day.
Yep.
And I think like getting males more involved with volleyball is a huge thing. Like, don't get me wrong. I know there's a national team of males, there's professional male, but
Right.
like in small towns like this, there's not a lot of male involvement in volleyball.
No, definitely. I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. I really appreciate you saying that, because being grateful and being thankful is something that we talk about consistently, but also, you know, for them to exude that and for you to notice that means a lot. I really appreciate
I
it.
absolutely notice. Anytime I share anything on social media that involves volleyball, they like it. Bam, bam. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And that's enough for me to know that you know what I mean? Like, I'm doing
Yeah.
something that's worthwhile.
Yeah.
And,
I love it.
and,
Thanks.
And to be that young too, like, these girls are anywhere from 18 to what's your oldest kid? 22, 23 at the most?
22. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to have that kind of appreciativeness and gratitude at such a young age shows a lot about your character as well.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
You know, I mean, I know I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm just being real. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Thank
it's
you.
reality. It
Thank
really
you.
is. And it's just, I think winning comes along with that.
Agreed.
Hard work, you know, being grateful. Grateful is huge.
Yep.
My mom sends a gratitude list every day
Mhm.
on her a text to over 200 people. The
Love
3
that.
things that she's grateful for every morning.
Yep. Yep.
And it
So
changes
when
your day.
It does. So when my kids are getting ready for practice and we're doing individual goals and we're doing team goals, they have to say one of their individual goals and then they have to say something that they're grateful for. So
Love it.
it's definitely something that we incorporate a lot of. And sheesh, especially this year, we're just grateful to be here, man.
Oh, you guys have had a long season too. My goodness.
Yep.
I mean, volleyball's supposed to end what? November?
December,
October?
yeah.
December?
The first week
So
of December is
we're
usually the
already,
national tournament.
like 4 months past the regular season. It's
I
the
know.
same for basketball. These guys have been playing basketball for 9 months. Like, is there any issues there, like with staying focused? I wouldn't think so. Not with these girls.
I think that, you know, it's been long and it's getting hard on their bodies, I think is maybe the biggest thing. And mentally staying checked in and being committed to that growth every single day is taxing, right? I think the harder part will be really important for us to take some time off, but also be prepared for the fall. So I think that there's going to be a fine line on figuring out how that's all going to work.
Yeah, because it's unprecedented. You've never had to do it before.
No.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
everybody is. I mean, look at the
we're
NCAA.
talking like, yeah, we're talking like what, 3 months?
3 months.
And we're turning around and doing
Yep.
this all again, which is
Yep.
going to be crazy.
It is.
It really, like, that's not enough recovery time for a body, I at least in my eyes. So,
Yeah.
I mean, the trainers are going to be super involved, I'm sure.
For sure. For sure.
So, what do you have a nickname?
No, khaki.
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
Is that your full, like,
It
birth
is.
certificate name?
Everybody asks me that, and that is
Yeah.
my full real name. It's not a
Really?
nickname. My mom named me that.
Where were you born at?
I was born at St. Charles in Bend.
In Bend, Central
Yep.
Oregon. Oh,
Yep.
you are a Central Oregon girl, huh? I forgot
am.
about that. And
I
you have
am.
a couple Central Oregon girls on your team.
I do, yes.
So when you're recruiting, this is a little bit off the beaten path, but I've
That's
always
okay.
wanted to ask this. When you're recruiting, do you try to recruit in twos?
No, not necessarily. They
No?
came in twos, though, haven't they?
It's crazy, huh?
I
look at the roster and I'm like, it's a huge advantage. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
because then you don't have them coming here not knowing anybody, and
True.
they have their friend or their sister or
true.
It-
It's just kind of worked out that way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some coaches do recruit in twos. It's really,
Really?
weird. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think that's the philosophy behind it. Like, I want to have, I want somebody there that they
Yep.
already know or that they played with in high school. Maybe not from the same exact high school, but the same area where they know each other.
Yeah, that makes
If-
sense.
All right, you're gonna get one of the questions I asked the athletes. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
If I was so say they were gonna make a movie about you in Hollywood, who plays you and what's the name of the movie?
This is hard. You should have prepared me a little bit better.
I do everything
Who
on the
plays
fly.
me?
Yeah.
Catherine Zeta-Jones. There you go.
Oh, nice.
What's it called? I have no idea what it would be called. I got nothing. Come on, you're gonna have to help me out on this one.
Oh gosh.
I have no idea what it would be called. What would it be called?
Winning.
Wait. That's funny. That's funny.
You win a lot.
Thank you.
You
Well,
do.
what's the point?
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
And when I talk about it, like I always say, you know, sportsmanship's important. Being humble is important. Humility is, you know, it's part of the game. But at the same time, as an athlete, I'm not going out there to walk a guy if I'm pitching. I'm going out there to strike him out. I mean, that's it. Yep. And I love the philosophy of like, you know, the mountain's here. We're climbing it, and we're not stopping halfway.
Agree.
With this year's volleyball team, just the energy level, and I think a lot of that's like, and I don't want to single people out, but I feel like from watching and just kind of getting to know most of the girls, the energy levels brought by the younger kids.
Yeah. Like
the juniors, and we have that coming back.
Yep, we have it coming back. Love it.
And all the sizes coming back too, right? Cambry, Jet, all those middle blockers, and
Bree.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
There's good things coming. There's no doubt about that.
Yep, I'm excited.
Well, I'm super excited about this weekend. I mean, I want to see you guys do well. I want to see you guys on ESPN3.
Well, it might not be on ESPN3 because the NCAAs are all over ESPN3 right now.
No. They are on ESPN3 according to the schedule.
You mean? Oh, I see what you mean.
NAIA, the final,
the finals,
and the semifinals.
The semis are. That's right. This year.
Yeah.
I thought you meant this weekend. That's why.
No. I'm talking about. I want to see you guys on ESPN3 in a few.
I agree.
weeks.
I'm with you. Let's go.
Yeah. Eastern Oregon. She's EOU head volleyball coach. Khaki. You say it. I'm horrible with names. Khaki
Moorhead.
Oh, and hyphenated names are the worst for me.
I know they are. Too. I'm sorry.
I'll put them backwards, or I'll put a weird word in there.
That's funny.
Khaki McLean Moorhead.
You got it.
I appreciate you and everything that you do, and I appreciate your girls too, man. They're awesome, and
thank you.
It's been a fun season. It really has for what we've been through and for everything. Like making the most out of it, and I love it.
I agree. I think if anything, this season means almost more than others simply because of all that they have had to endure and the mental toughness that they've had to have.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're awesome. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Wow. I got to remember to unmute my mic when I'm live. I don't usually do this show live. So, man, so Khaki, like, I do realize that she's married, but she's my coach crush. There's no doubt about it. She's awesome. Like she's just fun. The volleyball team is super successful. I mean, it's just I love interviewing the volleyball girls too because they always bring so much energy. It's awesome. Now, the reason why this show is happening today instead of Friday is we're fundraising money for Brody McMillan. And he had surgery and he's having some financial problems. And I just decided I wanted to help. And so one of the things that you can do is you can either donate money, you can message me, you can email me. It's in the comments. Or Justin Armstrong, his Instagram is JRock. Wonder where he got that nickname. _Jim_bro. He's raffling off this knife right here, and it's $5 a ticket, and all of the money plus $100 of his own money is going to help out Brody McMillan, and this is important, man. Like I said before, we give back, and taking care of each other is part of this community. It's one of the reasons why I love this community so much, and it's one of those things. Like I said earlier, before I go, keeping it clear with Cody Bowen. Next Wednesday, not this coming Wednesday, but the Wednesday after, April 28th, 6:30 p.m. live right here. Cody and I will field your questions, and, well, Cody will field your questions. I'll facilitate. The Grand Ron Hospital fundraiser, the foundation fundraiser presentation is this Friday at 6 p.m. live, right here on EOAlive. They'll also be sharing it all over their stuff, so pay attention to that as well. Like I said, Lee Wright already dropped by. Lee Wright comes through like he's as reliable as having to pay taxes. He always comes through. And Lee's my dude. I appreciate you, Lee, so much. You have no idea. Justin Armstrong, what you're doing for Brody is amazing. Your knives are fabulous. I appreciate you. Justin Hernandez, thank you for stopping by and helping with all this. He's Brody's trainer. I mean, you guys, it's about community and it's about giving back. Northwest Furniture and Mattress, they sponsor my show. Without them, the wheels don't turn, the bills don't get paid. So go visit Northwest Furniture and Mattress right here in LeGrand, Big Red Rocking Chair, and I mean, make that circle complete. One more thing before I go. This weekend, down here at Optimist at 11 o'clock, LHS varsity softball has a doubleheader right there at the newly dedicated Doug Trice Memorial Field. And then the JV team is also playing at the same time down there. So go support them. All you have to do is wear a mask in the if you're going to sit in the bleachers, wear a mask and stay physically distanced. I don't like that word social distance anymore since Scarfo pointed it out that it doesn't make any sense to socially distance. It's physical distance. So, like I said, you guys, if you can help any way with this, it is appreciated. But it really is. So this is a special edition of EOAlive Sports. I mean, you're still going to get the regular show tomorrow, and I got more interviews that you guys are gonna like. I mean, I'm gonna keep bringing local and people like Khaki, people like Blaine. Anyways, Eastern Oregon, I appreciate you. I'm Dodsey, and I'm out.